And hello on a Tuesday. This week is going by fast, folks. We're already on day 2. All right, let's check out the 89 there in Alexandria or Cenla Broadcasting Cam. We see a few clouds. It's mostly sunny at that point, but we've had intervals of partly cloudy skies. In fact, this morning it was mostly cloudy. Woke up this morning, it was overcast, and there were a few showers in and around the area, and there still are. We'll take a look at those on radar in just a bit. So it's warm with that sunshine coming through. A little bit lower down in Stellies where there's a little bit more cloud cover in that direction. But it's still partly cloudy, 84 degrees down there in St. Landry. And let's go up to the opposite end of Cenla into Toledo Bend where we're in the upper 80s. A little bit of a north-northeast breeze. And we see the traffic moving across the Highway 6 bridge. Less cloudiness up there than in St. Landry. So more sunshine at Toledo Bend. All right, now let's look at radar. Can't see too much with this view, so we're going to zoom in and take a look at things here. A couple of showers, and I'll put this into motion for the last hour. Looks like we got one right there. This is all coming down into Concordia Parish and Catahoula Parish. Just a few showers. Looks like this is one of the more substantial ones, which is coming well south of Catahoula, coming in around Horse Island and Voyles Parish, LaSalle and Catahoula border, right in that area, and is moving toward the southwest. Let's look at Rapides. Don't see much of anything right now. And then coming zoom out, there's a little bit something down toward, the east of Woodworth, north of LeCount, right there, a little spot shower. Let's check out things to the south, a little bit going on down in St. Landry, right in there, in the Opelousas area. So you saw a little bit more cloudiness down at the Stellies, which is about in this part of St. Landry, northeastern part. That's our radar summary right now. Not too much coverage for today, and not much this morning either. Satellite and radar showing some energy coming through the northern plains out of Canada, giving a little upper level support for this front, which will be working through tomorrow across the area. And of course, we'll have some good weather with that front, and we're actually going to have a nice morning, Thursday morning, behind that front. Stay with me for the 7-day numbers. Futurecast, 7 o'clock Wednesday, back to work and school. It looks mostly clear at that time. And as we move through the day, no issues there. A mostly sunny day, I think. No rain expected. Back out for Thursday morning, school and work. Once again, mostly clear start, and we'll see a mostly sunny day on Thursday as well. But we'll start to see a little cloudiness come in out of the south and southeast, a little moisture return coming in. Weather pattern will be changing a bit, and it has a little something to do with the Gulf weather pattern as well. Let's take a look at Hurricane Kirk out in the open Atlantic right now. This is a Cat 1 hurricane, made that Category 1 for today, and it will continue to get stronger as it heads to the northwest. Optimistic that it will recurve and not hit the U.S. Coastline, stay out and be, some folks call it a fish storm. I'll call it just a concern to marine areas and marine interest. They'll be definitely interested in that. But for us here in Cenla, certainly don't think it's in our forecast. But there's another system a little bit further to the south and east in the eastern tropical Atlantic, to the west of the Cape Verde, Cabo Verde Islands there. I got a 90% chance of tropical cyclone development, so something's expected to develop there fairly quickly. By the next day or so, tropical depression could form. So we'll keep our eyes on that one. And also closer to home, we see kind of a mixed bag of things going on here. A couple of higher risk areas in the moderate range there across the eastern Pacific. We've got that circulation over Central America a little bit there with depressed surface pressures there, low surface pressures. Again, we call that the Central American gyre. Gyre because it's a circulation, and Central America because it's many times focused over Central America and southeast Mexico there. And that's a pattern. Well, on the right-hand side, you get disturbances which sometimes spin up into tropical systems in the northwest and west Caribbean and the southern Gulf of Mexico, and you get things in the East Pacific as well on the left or the west side of that particular feature. So we're going to watch this very closely. The bottom line I see going on here is going to be pretty complicated, and it almost seems like I always say that, but let me tell you what I think, what I see is happening there. Looks like a front, a second front, will get into the Gulf of Mexico by the weekend, and we'll see an upper level disturbance out here across portions of Texas and Mexico, which will force probably a little surface trough of low pressure to develop east of Brownsville in the western Gulf. We may have a little low pressure area, maybe a spot low of some sort come up or something develop there in the eastern Gulf. So we've got all that going on, and it's going to make for a complex pattern in the Gulf of Mexico. But I think for SINLA, I think fronts, once again, are going to save us. So the first front Wednesday, not anything important for Gulf forecasting, tropical systems up this way, but it will bring some dry air. It'll bring a sunny day on Wednesday, high of 88, so a warm day there. But a nice start. Look at 59 degrees for an average across SINLA. I think we'll see some of the lower readings hit the middle 50s that morning. That will be a great start. And then as we head into Thursday, for other areas, Thursday morning could stay in the lower 60s. So it gives you a range there. No rain through Thursday, but I introduced rain chances there in the Friday, Saturday time frame. Go about 30%. Going to go low right now, not get too excited about it, but there will be a moisture increase. There'll be an increase in clouds as you see there. Perhaps a few off and on showers and thunderstorms there across central Louisiana those days, Friday and Saturday, with that moisture increase. You see maximum temperatures are lower, but minimum temperatures are higher. Why that weird pattern? Well, it makes sense. When the moisture comes in, you get more cloudiness during the day. The atmosphere doesn't heat up as efficiently. At night, the high humidity prevents efficient cooling. So that's why you get that type of temperature pattern. As we head into Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, I've got a second front kind of coming in the Sunday, Monday time frame, and that will bring dry air. And once again, it'll bring some cooler air. And look at this. Tuesday, 58 for an average low. Some of you will be mid 50s, others in the low 60s. So similar to Thursday morning, 81 for a high on Tuesday with a mostly sunny sky. And we may see some cooler mornings than that later next week. So yeah, stay with us. Nick and I will have the latest forecast. He'll do that with you in the morning. And I'll see you again about this time